This is another vintage automobile compass made by North Star, and this was a moose reward for building the club membership award. And I've had a few of these, and I had this priced at about $50 and got a $20 offer. Went back and forth. I was about to give in at $35, and he writes me, he says that he bought the other ones and that he'd be willing to pay $35. So I sent him that offer and he accepted and paid right away. Another one of these Simpson meters sold for $20. Got a bunch of them up for sale. I don't think I have any left to list now though. This came in an auction lot box for $2. This little Levitron globe I had high hopes for, but I've had it for over 2 years now. It's got this repelling base and globe that it took me quite a while to master the technique of getting it to stay in place. But once it's in place, it looks pretty cool, and I actually took a video to put in the listing. The reason I thought this would go for a lot is that it's tied in with The Big Bang Theory, which of course is ending its run next spring. A lot of lookers, a lot of watchers, few inquiries, but no sales. Finally got a best offer of $100, and I thought about countering. I thought about just holding off. Perhaps this will sell for a lot more once the series is over, but then again, maybe not. So I ended up just taking that $100 offer. I found it for $5 at a garage sale a couple of years ago. This is an old first edition 1933 book on camping and woodcraft. Nice hardcover book. Does have an inscription on the first page, but pretty good shape all around. I didn't read this book, but picked it up at a yard sale for 50 cents. And I did price it at $40 and went back and forth on a few offers. I finally settled on $20 for it. This is a pair of college yearbooks from Augustana College here in Sioux Falls. Both my son and daughter-in-law graduated from there a number of years ago, and my youngest son is in attendance there right now. These are from 1950 and 51. Got these at a garage sale, sort of a husband and wife combo. Thought maybe that's who might buy it, but super long tail, although very interesting stuff. Both of these I've had up for sale for over 2 years, and finally took a $20 offer. Another paperback book sold. This is covering auto detailing for show and profit. Kind of a thin book, but it was like brand new. And I was able to sell this for $15. This is a pair of old Ford truck or van mirrors. These are always a safe bet because these often get knocked off over the years, and if you're restoring an old Ford, you'd certainly need them. Picked these up at a garage sale for $5, and they sold for $40. This is a Wrangler rugged wear denim jacket, made in Bangladesh, XLT size. I had to take a best offer on this of $30. I had it priced at $40. I just remember years ago never having to take offers on especially denim jackets, but quite a bit of competition out there. I've had this probably a year now. Another pair of Doc Martin boots sold. These are model 8550, and again, as Ryan has pointed out, I always look for the ones made in England. Those seem to be the best sellers. But I've sold some unusual Doc Martens, or in perfect condition Doc Martens made from a different country, and they've done all right. And I took a best offer on these of $26. I've had them for quite a while. And I didn't get paid right away, and then I got a message from the buyer stating that when she went to pay, it said delivery was fast and free. She was sure that my listing said there was a shipping charge, and of course there is. I don't ship anything for free. So I just messaged her. I said, go ahead and pay whatever they're asking you to do, and I will deal with eBay if there's a shortage on my end. And she did, and I got the full amount. So I don't know if there's a special on eBay right now well, she's not a new buyer. She's been a member since 2017 and got 24 feedback reviews. In any case, 26 bucks for these Doc Martens. I put this somewhat creepy looking Santa blow mold up late summer, and it had quite a bit of attention, lots of views, lots of watchers. Figured it would sell no matter what, and sure enough, the weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, it sold for $30. It is missing the light, but these light kits, I thought about picking one up, but I kept forgetting when I was at the local Menards hardware store. You can buy those little light sockets, and I put that in the listing. Again, sold for $30. This is a desktop microphone made by Shure for transceiver communication. Looks fairly new, although I couldn't determine for sure that it was new, even though it has this tag. It's not really a price tag or anything. And it sold last night, and I didn't realize until I tried to ship it this morning that it's for local pickup. So I just contacted him, told him approximately where I'm at in the city and when he wants to come pick it up. It sold for $60, part of an auction box lot from a couple of months ago. A couple items sold on Trugether over the weekend, including this Pendleton fedora or bucket hat. It says custom made, which I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it's a nice winter fedora, and that sold for $40. And then this Sansui G3500 amp sold. I've had it for quite a while. I bought it along with 3 other amps for $100 at a garage sale a couple years ago, and the interior lighting, or the dial lighting, needed to be fixed, and I had to do some soldering and whatnot to get that working. I used it for a while, but I was reluctant, or didn't want to sell it because these attachment washers, little button washers, were missing, and without them the top won't stay on. So off that TIAC 3300 reel-to-reel deck that I'm selling for parts, I stole a few of these little button washers. The TIAC had 8 of them, so they're still holding the TIAC together, but now I was able to sell this for $180. Again, this went on Trugether. This is a denim chore coat. It's very thickly insulated, and if it wasn't a Boulevard for Big Man 3X, I'd probably be wearing it today. It's like 13 degrees. Sunny out though. This I picked this up probably in the springtime at a garage sale for, oh, I'm sure it was less than $5, because I just don't like spending money on clothes. And I took a best offer over the weekend for $40. Some equipment from my weightlifting. Actually, this was a box lot find. Figured it was just a paperweight for somebody's office that might be into weightlifting. And I put it up for 20 bucks and took a best offer of $14.50 for it. This is one fairly ugly trucker hat, but when I spotted it, I saw 76. Right away I knew that was going to be of some value. Beef Revolution. That's the Purina logo. Pretty good shape. It may have not even been worn. And I priced it up there pretty high, about $100 earlier this summer, and finally took a best offer of $50 for it. This is a leather overnight bag. It's not real big. It's made by the Columbia Bag Company. I actually picked this up at a thrift store. I usually only go to thrift stores now when I'm with my children and like to thrift their clothes. Pretty good shape all around. Nice soft pliable leather. And I was able to get a best offer of $57. Lots of reasonable offers are coming in. Another train book, this one covering the Minnesota Logging Railroads by Frank King. Hardcover book. Good shape. Dust cover's got a little wear to it. But this I was able to sell for $40, and it went on Bonanza. These are 3 4-inch reel-to-reel tapes. They're not new, but they've been recorded on. Boxes look like they are still new. $1.60. Probably back in 1965. And I've got quite a few of these, and they're lotted up in lots of 3 for $30. And I probably sold 2 or 3 of these lots. A dollar item, this is sold for $5. It's a Sony 90-minute cassette tape. It is the high bias type 2. I don't sell a lot of individual cassettes. I've got a box full of these that are basically sold as individual, or maybe 2 or 3 together. But they do sell. Again, this was $5, and I found it in a auction box lot. This is the TIAC 3300 that I sold for parts, and I've also sold a few parts off it, the NAB hubs that go here, as well as the reels. And stole the screws off for that Sansui amp that shipped out yesterday. And this sold for $100. These are more items from that farm auction that had all sorts of electronic components, parts and whatnot. And I wasn't sure what to do with these, as far as I decided actually to sell them as separately for 20 bucks a piece. Magnavox, of course, a big name, and these being vintage, I figure maybe a collector might want these guitar chords. They're really kind of cheesy guitar chords, nothing special. But one guy bought all 3, 20 bucks a piece. Well, this Shure phono cartridge is sure a lot easier to pack than that TIAC reel-to-reel, and it sold for twice as much. Somewhat unique in that the cartridge and head shell come complete in this box. Very highly sought after M97 HE. And this again sold for $200. I've had this for quite a while. This came along with all the stereo equipment I bought in 2015. But I knew sooner or later somebody's gonna wear theirs out and want another one. Finally starting to make some snow.